Listen closely. You ever notice how people crave a reaction? Oh, they'll poke, they'll prod, they'll hurl insults just to get a rise out of you. It's like they're playing a twisted little game, and they're desperate for one thing: your response. But here's the secret. The real power? It's in your silence. Silence. That's the weapon they never see coming. When they spit their disrespect in your face, when they try to tear you down, they expect you to scream, to lash out, to give them exactly what they want. But you're smarter than that, aren't you? You don't need to play by their rules. No, you sit back, let them throw their stones, and you say nothing. That silence, it's louder than any scream, more piercing than any words you could ever say. It eats away at them, bit by bit, until they can't stand it anymore. You see, most people need validation. They thrive off conflict. They feed off your pain. It gives them a purpose, a sense of control. But what happens when you deny them that pleasure? What happens when you simply refuse to play their game? They panic. They spiral. They're left questioning everything because the silence is suffocating and it's slowly killing them. Oh, they'll wonder, did I go too far? Did I actually hit a nerve? And that's the beauty of it. They'll never know. Because you don't give them the satisfaction of seeing the cracks. You don't let them glimpse the chaos they think they've caused. Instead, you let your silence echo in their minds, and the louder their thoughts get, the more they start to unravel. Here's what they don't understand. Silence isn't weakness. It's power. It's control. It's a deadly calm in the middle of a storm, and it drives them absolutely insane. They need the drama. They need the confrontation to fuel their fragile egos. But you're not handing them that fuel. No, you're starving them of the chaos they crave. You don't need to react, to explain yourself, to justify anything. You don't need to prove a damn thing to anyone. That silence, it speaks louder than 1,000 words. It tells them they're insignificant, not even worth a moment of your energy. And that cuts deeper than any insult ever could. People think silence is passive, that it means you're backing down. But let me tell you something. They don't understand silence. Silence is a strategy. It's patience. It's the long game. While they're out there scrambling for a response, choking on their own words, you're biding your time. You're letting them dig their own graves with every word they speak. And then, when the time is right, when they've hung themselves on the very noose they tied for you, that's when you act. That's when you move, strike, and the silence you've held on to becomes their downfall. Because while they were busy trying to get a rise out of you, you were 2 steps ahead, watching, waiting, and now they're the ones who've lost control. You see, silence is not submission. Silence is power in its purest form. And if you can master that power, you become untouchable. They can throw all the hate, all the insults, all the disrespect they want, but none of it matters if you refuse to let it in. It's like throwing stones at a mountain. What do they think will happen? That you'll crumble? That you'll fall apart? No. You stand firm. You let those stones bounce right off, and you don't even flinch. Here's the truth. Most people can't handle silence. It exposes their insecurities, forces them to confront their own emptiness. When you respond, they feel justified. They feel like they matter, like their words have weight. But when you stay silent, they're left with nothing but their own hollow echoes, and that eats at them. It tears them apart from the inside, bit by bit, until they're the ones falling apart. And what's the point of feeding into their little games anyway? You've got better things to do. You've got bigger plans, bigger goals. You're not going to waste your energy on people who don't deserve it. Let them stew in their own bitterness. Let them drown in their own disrespect. While they're busy trying to figure out why you're not reacting, you're moving forward, making progress, winning battles they don't even know exist. The silence after the disrespect isn't just a strategy, it's a message. A message that says, I don't need your approval. I don't need your validation. I am above your petty games. And that drives them mad. They want to believe they've gotten under your skin. They want to believe they've shaken you. But when all they're met with is silence, they start to realize something terrifying. They never had power over you to begin with. You were always in control. And now they're the ones crumbling while you remain untouchable. So the next time someone disrespects you, remember this. You don't need to react. You don't need to explain. Just sit back, smile, and let the silence do the talking. Let it suffocate them. Let it crush them under the weight of their own insecurity. Because your silence after the disrespect, it's killing them. And they'll never even see it coming.